Today we will be learning how to solve equations involving indices. Question 1. Now look at this, the 2 and the 8 we can simplify. So you left with 1 and here you got 4. Now you bring the 4 to the other side, so here you are left with x to the power minus 2/3 will be equals to 1 over 100. Now many students are stuck over here. Now from here, x will be equals to 1 over 100 to the power of minus 3 over 2. Okay? Now, why is this so? Now, let's say a is to the power of b over c is k. All right. Now, if this index here is 1 and this is a single term and here is a single term. Now, this index is a 1. Now, if I times whatever here, let's say I times c over b here. Here also I need to times c over b. And then here I will get 1. Here I will get k to the power of b over c. You find that it is equal. Now, why is that so? Why is that so? Now, let's say this is a to the power of b over c is k. Okay? Now, what I can do is I raise to the power of c on both sides. Alright? Then I get a to the power of b is equals to k to the power of c. Then I do the root b, alright, on both sides, alright. So I will get a is equals to k c over b. Okay. Now these are the steps. Well, this is a shortcut. Okay, this is a shortcut. Every one of you should know this. Okay. Now, so what did I do over here? The power I times minus 3 over 2 on both sides. This is to the power of 1. Alright, this whole thing is to the power of 1. So times minus 3, that's why I come up to this expression here. Now, so this is equals to what? So x is equals to, I do the negative first, so I bring it up, it will be 1/3 to the power of 3 over 2. Then let's do the root first. It doesn't matter which one I do first. Alright, I covered that in the last lecture. Now, I do the root first so that it becomes smaller. So this will become 10. Square root of 100 is 10. Then to the power of 3 is 1,000. So I get 1,000 here. So this is my final answer. Let's now do number 2. Now look at these numbers here, 2, 4, 8 and 32. All these can be expressed as base 2. Now, so this is 2 to the power of x minus 3. Now 8 is 2 to the power of 3. So I will have 2 to the power of minus 3x. 32 is 2 to the power of 5. 4 is 2 to the power of 2. So I left with 2 to the power of x here. Now, so you can do a cross multiply, alright, 2x. So this 2 to the power x minus 3 times 2 to the power x. Now, the index, the base are the same, so you can add the index. So that will be equals to 2 to the power of 2x minus 3. Now, this is divide. Divide is minus. Since this is minus 3x, so it's plus 3x. And that is equals to 2 to the power of 5. Alright. So these are all the index here. So I add them together. Now since the base is the same, so 5x minus 3 must be equals to 5. Alright. These are all the bases, just in case. Right, because this 3x I've written a bit big, so let me increase the size of the 2 for you. So from here, alright, you bring this across, so 5x is equals to 8, so x is equals to 8 over 5. Now let's move on to question 3. Now look at this. This is 7 to the power x. This is 49 to the power x. But 49 is 7 squared. So it can be written, 49 to the power x can be written as 7 squared to the power x. So this is 7 to 2 to the power x. So this is 4, 7 to the power x plus 21. Okay, now you bring this term over, or these two terms over, and it is actually a quadratic equation. Okay, now this is actually 7 to the power of x squared minus 4 to the power of 7x minus 21 equals to 0. Now can you see this is a quadratic? Now so you can factorize this. Alright. So this is 7 to the power x into 7 to the power x equals to 0. Now you want to get 21 and a 4 here, so this should be 7 and 3. You want a minus 4, so this should be minus and this should be plus. Okay? Now some of you might not be able to see this, okay? I will do it again later, I will simplify and show you. I will do it by substitution. Now, so you got, your answer is 7 to the power x equals to minus 3 or 7. Now this one you reject because 7 to the power x is always positive. Alright? If x is a set of real numbers, 7 to the power x is always positive. So this one we reject. Alright? So 7 to the power x equals 7. This is to the power of 1. So x is equals to 1. Now, for those, if you can't see this, now if I let u be 7 to the power x, alright, so if we let u is equals to 7 to the power x, and we do a substitution here, then you got u squared minus 4u minus 21 is equals to 0. Okay, then you can factorize this. Alright, then you factorize this, you get u plus 3 and u minus 7. Okay, now if you can see, there's no need to do a substitution. Alright, so for me I prefer not to do a substitution because you look at this, you really can recognize that it is a quadratic, so we just factorize. Question 4, you are given two equations. Now look at the first equation in pink. All can be written as base 7. So let us do that. So you have 7 to the power of 2x into 7 to the power of minus y equals to, now 49 is 7 squared, alright, so this is 1 over 49, so 7 to the power minus 2, then you have this 2 here, so it's 7 to the power minus 4. So you have 7 to the power of 2x minus y equals to 7 to the power minus 4. Now since their base are the same, so we can equate the index. Alright, so 4x minus y will be equals to minus 4. Let's call this equation 1. Now let's try to do something about the equation in blue. Now all this 25 can be expressed as 5 to the power of 2. And then this already in 5 to the power of 3x. So you have 5 to the power of 3x into 5 to the power of 2y is equals to 1. So you have 5 to the power of 3x plus 2y is equals to 1. Now 5 to the power of 1 is equals to 1. Alright, you learn in the basic law of indices, 5 to the power, anything to the power of 0 is 1. So this will be equals to 3x plus 2y will be equals to 0. Okay, let's call this equation 2. Now, so this one we times 2, alright? Times 2, you have 4x minus 2y equals to minus 8. So you got 4x minus 2y equals to minus 8. Okay, this is 1 times 2. 1 times 2. And you add them together. Now you add them together, you got 7x is equals to minus 8. So x will be equals to minus 8 over 7. Okay. Now you can substitute x into this equation and you will find that y is equals to 1 over 5 out of 7. Now I leave that to you, okay? This is just, you just substitute and you work out the value of y. Now let's move on to the last question. Now look at this, 8 is 2 to the power of 3 and 4 is to the power of 2, right? So all this we can change it to base 2. So this will becomes 2 to the power of 3x minus 7 to the power of 2 into 2x plus, now this can be written as 14 into 2 to the power of x minus 8 is equals to 0. Now look at this, this can be rewritten as 2 to the power x to the power of 3 minus 7. This one can be rewritten as 2 to the power x squared plus 14 2 to the power x minus 8. Now this is a quadratic equation. How to solve quadratic equation? Now you learn in remainders theorem. The first root you need to guess. So let's try. Perhaps you just let u equals to 2 to the power x first. Alright, it's easier to see. So this will become u to the power 3 minus 7 u squared plus 14 u minus 8 equals to 0. Now, you put u equals to 1, alright? If u equals to 1, is it a solution? 1, this will be 15, and then here is also 15. So u equals to 1 is a solution. So u equals to 1 is a solution to this equation. That means this expression you learn in remainders theorem, all right? So u minus 1 is a factor, all right? So what is this part here? Now you can do by inspection. This is u cubed and this is u. This has to be u squared, all right? Now what is the last term? This is minus 1 and this is minus 8. So this has to be plus 8. Now the middle term is a bit hard to do by inspection, so I will just put plus b u. Now how to find b? We can do by inspection. This time this you will get a u squared. This time this also will get a u squared. You can compare the u squared term, alright? Or you can compare the 14u, it's really up to you. But for today, I will show you comparing the u squared term. Alright, so this is the only way you can get a u squared, alright, from the multiplication of these two terms here. So you got minus u squared, and then here you got plus bu squared. You have this part is minus 7 u squared. Okay, all the u squared you can cancel, so this one you are left with minus 1. Okay, now you bring this over. Oh, so this should be minus b, sorry, this time this is minus b. Now, so you bring this over, you got b is equals to 6. Now if b is equals to 6, that means u minus 1 into u squared plus 6u plus 8 is equals to 0. Okay, now this one you can factorize. So you got u minus 1 into u plus 4 into u plus 2 is equals to 0. So from here you find that u is equals to 1, minus 4 or minus 2, but u is 2 to the power x. So I will put it as 2 to the power x equals to 1, minus 4 or minus 2. These two we reject. Alright, because 2 to the power of something cannot be negative. So from here you are left with 2 to the power x equals to 1. So x must be 0. Alright, implies that x is equals to 0. Okay, for that we have come to the end of this lesson. Now if you like our video, please press the subscribe button. Have a nice day.